You are listening to Salty's Fight Talk, hosted by the big, sexy, stay frosty fight fans.
All right, everybody, welcome back. You're listening to Salty's Fight Talk. We're in the McBastard studio today. I'm Brad Banyas. I'll be the host today, and we're really excited to talk to a great fighter that's fought across UFC, BKFC, MMA guys. So, Darren, D-Day, Whitney, welcome to Salty's Fight Talk, brother.
Thank you. Happy to be here. Excited.
Yeah, we're excited, man. We were just talking a little bit before, and watched you fight, and I know you've got an upcoming fight in Indiana, right? That's coming up on October 18th.
Yes, sir.
That's at the casino, right?
Yep, at the Horseshoe Casino. So I'm excited about that one to go and gamble my winnings after that.
That's awesome. Yeah, shout out to the Horseshoe Casino out there in Indiana. That'll be a great event.
Hell yeah. Put it all on red.
Dude, gambling and fighting and drinking and shit.
What's wrong with that? You know what I mean? I can name a lot more things with it, but I'm in the process of healing right now. So yeah, I'm not trying to go backwards. I'm going forwards.
Yeah, man. Well, you're stout. Yeah, your style's great. So, your journey. You've, like I said, you fought some in the UFC and some other type arenas. So tell the fans a little bit about you and like your journey and where you're at, and then we can kind of get into the bare-knuckle stint.
Yeah, for sure. I'll give it a quick rundown because it's a long ass story. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm always, talking to myself or listening to myself talking, and sometimes it's just like, dude, shut up. You know what I mean?
That's all right, brother.
But yeah, for sure. Everybody's got a story, and going through life, like, you know what I mean? Going through the challenges, making who you are, and in the moment, making the decisions to make to determine who you're going to be in the future. You know what I mean? And growing up, I'm from Maine originally, born and raised. And yeah, like growing up in the woods, there was not a lot to keep you entertained. So I was constantly, looking for getting in trouble, with my childhood friends that I still stay in touch with, now and then. And we got into a lot of trouble. Like, dude, I could tell you, man, like anything you can think of, kids get in trouble. But I lived down a dirt road in the middle of the woods, and we lived across from a gravel pit. And me and my friend got in the escalators, and the keys were in, and we turned those puppies on, and man, we did over $20,000 worth of damage, if more. And yeah, that was a quite story to tell. I was walking in the door, and my dad's like, "What, are you born in a fucking barn?" He's like, "Close the door." And then a cop walked in behind me, and he's like, "Oh, this isn't gonna be good." He's like, "Nope." No. So yeah, man, like getting in trouble as a kid, growing up, it just went to high school, like population of 500 kids in 7 different counties, in Maine. And we had this little fight club, kids fighting and stuff like that. You know how it goes.
Oh,
and trying to be tough and cool and look good in front of the girls. It didn't work out the way I wanted to, but
yeah, that's good to hear, because I grew up in a small town too, and that was a normal thing, man. You called someone out, you fought, you got over it, and you became friends with them. Nowadays they want to desensitize boys to not be fighters, which
for sure, bro,
silly.
For sure. And that's kind of like what life is it's not in the moment, but how you reflect on it and how you grow from it, because we're all idiots in the moment. You know what I mean? Like we give in to temptation, like we've all been there, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, you grow and you live and you learn. And eventually I moved to Texas. I got away from the drugs. I was heavy into narcotics and just living the fast life, and just like what every kid wants to do is live in the moment. So I got away from all that. And at the time, that's when bath salts were a huge thing in Maine, because it originated from Maine. So everybody was getting into that, and I was like, you know what, let me get out of here, because everybody around me is just toxic. So came to Texas on a whim, man. Had some friends down here, and I just chased a dream, all the way until then. And I hit the ground running, and I can tell you I slipped and fell a lot, but it was all about getting back up and keep pushing. And I had that vision in my mind of the dream. And even though I came to Texas and I didn't have any background, I was tough,
Yeah.
but I wasn't skilled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I didn't have the criteria to bring into the ring. So yeah, and I started training with Johnny Bedford, and I learned everything from jujitsu, wrestling, boxing, from him. And he was a BKFC first champion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I plan on following his footsteps for sure.
Well, that's awesome. Well, Johnny believes in you. Obviously, if he can spend the time with you, he sees something in you, and that's an amazing story in itself. Because
Thank you,
you
sir.
kind of people that have been skilled and talented and been to the top, they he obviously sees something in you. So kudos, man. That's awesome.
For sure. Like you look at a lot of guys like Charles de Oliveira, it's just an incredible story. Like, he was the bottom of the food chain in the UFC, but he kept at it. You know what I mean? Like he was resilient and he didn't stop, he didn't quit, and he ended up, becoming the champion.
Yeah.
Even though he wasn't the best, he had the biggest heart,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, and it's funny. One of the things that we've talked about a couple times on this show, specifically about bare knuckle fighting, is it's kind of rare. Like you see a dude that goes undefeated. I mean, it's like the way you guys are. Like you guys, like you're getting rocked. I mean, it's not. There's no gloves. There's no whatever. It's one good shot from a skilled fighter. I don't care who you are. I mean, you're going down, and I kind of
For
like that
sure.
about bare knuckle fighting because it's mano a mano, right? I mean, it's anybody gets good shot, and it may be.
Well, that's when the heart comes into play.
Yep.
Because it's like, are you going to give up or are you going to get back up?
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I tell you, when me and Rodney were going at it, he came with a flurry, and I was like, "What's up?" I was like, come at me." And he came at me again, and he freaking hit me in my ear. It busted my eardrum.
Oh no.
My ear, yeah, it went cold. And I was like, "Oh shit." I was like, "Let me put on a poker face and not look like," you know what I mean? I was like, "Let me step back a
Yeah.
little bit." And eventually I got my bearings about me, but you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't care who you are, you're human in that glimpse of second. It's like, are you gonna keep going or are you gonna quit? You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, that was the fight of
Yeah.
the night too, right? I mean, you guys.
Hell yeah, it was. Hell yeah, it
It was
was.
like over like 600 punches or something thrown. Is that what it was?
Yeah, 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 almost 600, and between us both. But man, just the feeling and the energy between us, because like I said, we both believed in ourselves.
Right.
So that's what you get when you get two real men, you know what I mean,
Right.
chasing the same dream. Like, and even though he won that fight, I could say, yeah, he won that fight out of points and boxing skills. Like, I didn't know he had a Mayweather background,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
dude, when we first came out, I thought I was gonna be like, "Oh, this is gonna be easy work," because I didn't get much tape out of him. But I know he knocked me down in the first 10 seconds. But you can tell, when you square off with somebody, I was like, "Oh shit, he knows how to fight."
Yeah.
So I knew I was in for a fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I told you briefly before, and I don't know why I didn't pay attention to that, but like he was on back in May before I guess they fought in Hollywood, Florida, and that was cool. Like I thought, like this is really cool. Shit, these guys just fought each other. But I mean, the reality of what I find with like most of you guys from the fighting perspective, specifically BKFC, is just that it's hard and it's a lot of there's a lot of stories about like people came from like there was some bad shit happened in their life and they're on the road to be that champion, get better, and that attitude I see pretty consistent. So I love hearing you say that, and I love the fact where people make a choice like, man, this shit ain't good for me, man. Nothing. This you said toxic, right? This shit's toxic. I'm getting out. I mean,
yes, yeah.
that's amazing because a lot of people don't make that
Mhm.
decision for themselves. So
And that's hard, man. That's nobody's fault. This is kind of what life has to offer, and it's the experience itself. Um, but yeah, at the end of the day, I'm proud of myself and how far I've come. And I'm I respect Rodney as well. And after I smoke this guy, I'm looking for a rematch,
yeah,
honestly. I
there
mean,
you go, Rodney. He's coming back.
hell yeah.
DJ
No,
wants another piece.
Yeah, no, we've been in touch and we even agreed on it. I mean, like, hell, like we went viral,
Yeah.
fight of the night, you know what I'm saying? Like I got put on the map. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
just put me on the poster of uh Palm Springs, I believe, in
Yeah.
California.
Yeah.
So I was
I
like,
saw
shit.
that.
Yeah, I was like, set up the rematch there.
Yeah.
And you know, after I smoke this guy, let's smoke another.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. Well, I'm proud of you. It's awesome. I mean, you're a great fighter. I mean, we were watching clips before, and I mean, obviously, you got skill. Like, what made you? I mean, I know you fought UFC, and like you said, jiu-jitsu. You're obviously martial arts expert in some other areas, but like, what made you love like the BKFC? Like, why do you like this? This genre versus something else.
Well, just to clear up real quick, I didn't fight for the UFC. I fought for Fury, which
Fury.
is
Okay.
this. Yeah, it's the stepping stone into the
Okay.
UFC. I fought two UFC fighters.
Okay.
Marco Medeiros, which I mentioned a lot. He's on a tear right now,
Yeah.
and he's undefeated in the UFC.
Yeah.
And I've beaten the only guy that he's lost to. I've given him his toughest fight that's gone the distance that could have gone either way. But yeah, he's tearing it up in the UFC right now. So kudos to him. The more he wins and everything, it makes me look good. So
That's awesome.
you know, yeah, keep doing your thing. um, yeah, but besides that, like you know, I was kind of like on a losing streak to be honest, because it was my life,
Yeah.
you know, and you can't perform your best when you're not performing your best in life.
Right.
You know, if I'm not doing the shit that I'm supposed to be doing in life, like I can't perform in the ring.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter, like, yeah, I have a big heart, so I put all on the line no matter what, but I wasn't able to be my best
Yeah.
self.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah, yeah. So and
I
yeah,
was just gonna say, like, well, you kind of made the decision to be a professional fighter, right? You're a pugilist. I mean, if
dude,
you're going to be a professional fighter, I mean that requires sacrifice. There's a lot of tough people in
thank
the world, but
you.
if
Thank you.
you put your ass in there, and someone really knows what they're doing, they've got just as big a heart as you. Plus, they're got some strategy to put you down versus just slugging it out. So
Exactly. You know, and I say that all the time, yeah, you know, it's all about, you know, yeah, in the moment. Sorry, I lose my train of thought,
oh,
but
no worries.
yeah, I do that a lot. But yeah, you know, I was just telling my girlfriend the other day, like, you know, it's different from somebody that knows what they're doing to somebody that doesn't know what they're doing. Like on the streets, a heavyweight could not know what he's doing. I'm gonna tear the floor with him.
Yeah.
But as a heavyweight knows what he's doing, like I'm gonna stick to my own weight class.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But yeah, you know, transitioning into your question to the BKFC, I really thought my career was over. You know, like I'm getting older. I knew the UFC kind of passed me by, and even like I was saying, it's all about who you know
Right.
sometimes. You know what I mean? And not what you know, even though I know it, and you know everybody else, so it helps. But yeah, you know, so I fought for free. I fought the best guys too. I fought the cream of the crop. I didn't, you know, take no easy fights. You know what I'm saying? And it went the distance, or it was a great fight, but I kept getting, you know, the small end of the stick.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was what was going on in life and everything. I was like, shit, what am I gonna do next? You know, like what's next? What does life have to offer me? And then I started going through this healing journey, and you know, the universe and quantum physics and yada 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 yada. That all that bullshit that a lot of people probably don't resonate with, but it's scientific facts that it shows in my life that I've been able to produce the results, and it showed in the cage or the ring, excuse me, that night. And I said it myself, the audience felt it, I felt it, everybody felt it. I made them believe in me.
Yeah.
You know, when Ronnie came out and it showed his first fight of him fucking that first dude up, I'm sure the audience was like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I came out, you know what I mean? The walkout was dope. I was feeling it, feeling the energy, got in the ring, and he clipped me in the first 10 seconds, sat me on my at, or you know, I got down on one knee, and I'm sure the audience was like, oh, here we
Yeah.
go again. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Another quick finish, because yeah, that's exactly it. A lot
Yeah.
of people can't
Yeah.
take that hit. So I was like, get back up, and yeah, it produced the results of, like I said, us going through hardship and believing in ourselves and producing the results right then and there. You know what I mean? So yeah, now that I'm here and you know I'm sober, I'm clean, I'm positive, like all all the things that you want in life that you have control of, that nobody's doing the work. I'm doing the fucking work, and I'm here, and shit, I'm producing the life that I want, and I've already fucking manifested it this far. So you can't stop me.
I love it, man. I love it. Confidence in yourself, because the reality in life is, I'm not a fighter, but like I've been an entrepreneur most of my life, and everything I've ever done, like people thought, like you're insane. I mean, just the fact that we're sitting here in a brand's called Salty MF. I mean, everything's
Right.
everything's kind of
I
against
was,
everything's against
yeah.
that. It means motherfucker, and
Yeah,
everything's
I was just gonna ask you if we could swear, and I was like, "Well,
yeah.
salty motherfucker." I was like,
You can fucking say what you want, but
"Yeah, right."
my point in that is, I mean, it was kind of done intentionally for that, like to honor gritty, tough people who've been through things like yourself. And I mean, the reality of that is it's taken us down the road. But if you didn't believe in that, like my family thought I was insane. Everyone else thought we were insane. I mean, my partner's Paul Shaw, another guy, a good buddy of mine for 34 years. He's from Jersey, so they're used to that motherfucker stuff. But
Yeah.
but I mean,
Yeah, right.
the point in that is if you have to believe, no matter even if other people believe, it helps and it makes a shit ton easier. Is everybody gets behind you and starts pushing and cheering and whatever. But at the end of the day, you back to the universe. At the end, it's you in the universe. And,
There you go, brother.
and
That's what it.
yeah. So
Yeah. Yeah, man, we could go down a rabbit hole of, talking about a whole nother situation. But at the end of the day, man, it's all about loving yourself. Like,
yeah,
who gives a fuck about the other person? What makes you better than me?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Literally, you know what I'm saying? Like, not to go down a religious path, or you know what I mean? Get
Go
all
wherever you want,
gay.
dude. I mean, it's your
Nah,
show,
nah, nah.
bro.
Get all gay and stuff. But
It's all right.
but yeah. No, it's all right. Like, I don't mind. I don't mind. You know what I mean? Getting sentimental or whatever. But yeah, even it says in the Bible, we're all one. And it took me a long time to comprehend that. I'm like, what are you talking about? I was like, he's white, he's black, he's gay. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? We're not the same,
yeah,
But going through this healing journey and everything, like, you come to find out, like, when you stop giving a shit, stop giving shit meaning, and stop like giving shit what people think, and get putting so much pressure on yourself. Like, who gives a fuck? At the end of the day, you know what I mean? It's all an experience, and it is what you make it. It's a perspective that you put into play.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I love your philosophical
mhm.
views now on life and your journey and where you're at and what it took to get where you're at. I think that's amazing, and I agree 100%, man. I think we're all part of this universal one kind of deal, whether we like it or not. Where I'll get up in the morning, put our pants on, take a shit, piss,
Yeah,
drink some coffee,
there
put
you
some
go.
in it. Whatever it is, I give a shit what color you are, what your religion is, whatever. So that is so true, and you and I would be able to sit around and probably talk for hours. So,
Oh, bro, I'm
like,
telling my girlfriend sometimes, she's like, shut the fuck up.
that's all right. I've been married 35 years, and my wife still tells me to shut
Yeah. Well, what was it that, that reel she sent me? She's like, I'm explaining to her the earth is flat, just whatever. And she's like, do I still have to pay bills? She's like, I don't give a fuck. She's like, I don't give a fuck if the world is round, flat. She's like, I still gotta pay bills. Shut the fuck up. Like, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, the only certainty they say is what uh, uh, life, death, and taxes. So
Yeah, there
the man's going to squeeze you dry. So
man, I'm
eventually,
telling you.
maybe if all this shit just comes to an end, we can go back to the woods and find a couple excavators and just roll, bro. Just
There you go. Yeah, but then the women are never happy.
yeah.
So then we're not
Well,
gonna be happy. So
I'm going to give you some advice because I'm older than you. You ain't
okay, yeah,
never
bet.
gonna you're never gonna make them happy, bro. Just try to do your best. And hey, I don't know who she is, but we're just gonna let that one go.
Yeah, we're
So
gonna let that slide. We're gonna let that slide. It's
we're
just shut up, pretty much.
yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
have an opinion. Your opinion doesn't fucking matter. If you want your opinion to matter, just shut the fuck up. Like,
Or I'll tell you your opinion.
yeah,
Uh,
exactly. Like, I've been there, done that. So
so the Horseshoe Casino coming up.
yes, sir.
October 8th, Indiana.
18th.
18th. That's right. Sorry, October 18th, Indiana. So who are you fighting, and like what do you know about him, and what kind of fighter is he? And
I know his name's Adam Brady. He was a professional mixed martial artist as well. He won a regional belt. I've done all the study and tape on him and all that good stuff. Um, how do I like
I
make
don't, you call him
no
however you
no no
want.
no
You
I'm
don't, if
saying
you don't, I mean,
no 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 no
I don't
you
know
don't
him, and
understand, you don't understand. I don't want to say too much, not enough. Like I don't want to make myself look like an asshole. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like there's too many lines like to go this way, and
yeah,
I'm like,
it,
yeah.
it's it's cool. Hey, Adam, we'll see you October 18th. That's
There you
good.
go. Like if I explain into detail what's going on in my head, it will affect my character. It'll affect my character with everything that I'm against. If you know what I'm saying. So yeah, we'll just keep it
Hey,
at that.
it's well said, brother. Well
Thank
said.
you. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yes.
We're excited. I'm proud of you. I love your story, and like you're now part of the Salty MF clan,
Dude,
and
hell yeah. I just want to
and
give a shout
McBass.
out to Chris as well, my homie Chris. Like thanks for the hookup and so yeah, all
Yeah,
pleasure.
yeah. I mean, it's crazy how the world works. There you go back to the universe. I mean, the fact that we were sitting here and like, oh shit, that all happened, and like, oh shit, he fought Rodney. Like, we were starting like, what are the chances of that, right? Like, and so it was pretty cool. The universe brought us back
Yeah.
together. Well, we need to get you some Salty MF gear. So after we'll get your sizes and address and shit, and
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
If you can do that, I'll throw you throw me your logo and all that good stuff, and I'll throw you guys on the banner and the shorts. You know what I'm saying?
that'd be
Just to
awesome.
represent. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, well, we've obviously been with like we really kind of fell in love with this bare knuckle fighting. I crashed into a guy named Harrison Aiken, who was a
Hmm.
BKFC guy, and really we didn't know a lot about it, we weren't paying attention, and it just kind of like that universe thing just kind of took us into this, and we just kind of
Dude,
fell in
it's
love with the whole thing. So
you know what? With the UFC pissing me off and being like the WWE and politics and shit, BKFC is kind of like neck and neck with the UFC right now. It's kind of on the rise, and a lot of people want to do
absolutely,
BKFC more than they want to do an MMA. And I tell you, once I stepped into the ring, I was like, all right, I like this a lot better than I
yeah,
do getting my knees busted and getting up and
absolutely.
down, and you know what I mean. So yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, if you've never, if as a fan, if you've never been to an event, man, go to it because the we went to our first one here in Atlanta, the Gaslight facility,
Hmm.
and you know, first time out, this dude gets hit and like literally he lost. I don't know if he lost all his top teeth, but he lost a bunch of them, and I was like, holy shit!
Yeah, man.
Like, and so we just thought we were like, oh man, this is so much more exciting. Hey, look, I love jujitsu skills and be able to choke people out and all that stuff. That's all. That's awesome, and it's a
Yeah, yeah,
very
yeah, yeah.
good skill. But sometimes, as a fan, man, it's boring as shit
For
to
sure,
watch that.
man. Yeah, especially
So
with somebody that knows what they're doing. It can be
yeah,
boring as shit because I'd be
yeah,
tired as hell just holding on to you.
yeah, and it's key because you're like, oh, they're choking them. I'm like, no, they're waiting to. It's a skill.
It-
It's a very honorable
right.
skill.
It's
But like
yes,
as a
yeah.
fan, like you're like, dude, let's see some people. Let's see some people lose some teeth, right? I
Oh
mean,
man. But that goes back to what you said. It's what you signed up for, and
yeah,
then that's when I go back to my family. They feel the loss as well. Like your friends, your family feel the loss as well. And it's all about how you hold yourself, the reflection afterwards, like we're
yeah,
talking about. And it's like that what I always say is like, hey, it's what I signed up for. Like
yeah,
I knew it was a possibility. Like you can't, beat yourself
yeah.
up or be a pussy, what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
I love it.
yeah,
I
yeah,
love it.
man.
I
Yeah, for
love
sure.
my favorite saying is "Don't be a pussy." I love it. I think
Dude,
it's great.
yeah, I say it all the time. I say it to my girlfriend all the time, but she says that to me.
We'll have to send her some salty gear too. She sounds like if she's got to keep you in line, she's probably a pretty good gal. So
Yeah, she was a former Dallas Cowboy cheerleader, so you know what I mean. She likes to think, she is.
yeah, she's probably she's probably like, have you ever heard of me? I'm kind of a big deal. That's okay.
Yeah, well, she said that
That's
on her first date. On her first date, I didn't know that, and I was like, oh, let me act proper.
the real wait a couple weeks and the real me will come out.
Oh
So
yeah, well, you gotta wait until they fall in love, and then once they fall in
yeah,
love, then you can show your true
uh,
colors. Yeah.
absolutely. Well, do you have anything else to say to like your fan base or anything you want to just get out about where you're going or what. It's this is you. Let's close it out. And you've been amazing, brother. And I'm a fan, and we'll be with you. We'll be with you now the whole time. So.
Hell yeah, man. I appreciate it. You're a cool dude. And especially anybody associated with Chris, I already knew. I was like, hell yeah, sign me up. But yeah, the last thing, especially after this whole healing journey and like finding like the truth about fucking everything. And I don't mean just like, I don't know, it's kind of hard like going through life when you're constantly living with anxiety, being anxious and like looking for, that validation. When you don't need validation from anybody, you validate yourself. When you want
Absolutely.
validation from somebody else, it's like, are you a pussy?
Yeah, I love
Like you don't need it. You don't
There's
need
a lot of them.
validation from anybody else but yourself. And when you're
Right.
looking for validation, that's something weak inside of you. And I'm not saying I'm, not 100% healed or perfect in any way. It's just I've been through it and I've experienced what it takes to come to the other side. And it's a lot of work and effort and controlling. And that's the main key is control. And with everything going on in the world right now, control is the biggest thing. And if you can control yourself, you can control everything else.
There's a lot of crazy shit going on, brother. I've been around a long time. I've never seen this extent or this level of crazy shit that's going on. Like the world doesn't like. It's like this shit doesn't really make any sense anymore. Like nothing's logical. It's a strange time.
I've always said life is stranger than fiction. Like you can't make this shit up. I'm serious. You know what I mean? And like all these conspiracy theories and so on and so forth. Looking on the younger generation right now, I feel like they are the key to turning the world around. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I've got kids from 34 down to 20, and I've seen it all kind of go through all the crazy stuff, and the younger generation's definitely coming back to what I would think like more so like how we thought when we were younger.
Right.
So it's a good sign for humanity. The younger generation, keep going. Don't let these old people tell you what you are. You're not going to be anything. And I think, Darren, your message is important. And I think the coolest thing about all this stuff is like, you have a really, really good message that I think will resonate with people outside just the fighting thing. And I think that's the cooler thing about this interview for me than just the fact that I think you're a tough kind of badass guy.
Hell yeah.
Is the fact that you have a really good message for people. And I appreciate you sharing that, brother.
Hey, thanks, man. That means a lot. I appreciate that.
Well, we're with you, man. You get some salty MFers on your side now. So we appreciate it.
That's all I need. I can turn into a salty motherfucker.
Hey, that's right, man. We bring a lot of people, so that's all good news. Well,
and just to finish on the note, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not perfect by any means, but
nobody is.
Yeah, it resonates with you because you understand. And for the people that watch it and resonates with them as well, they're on the same path. And for the people that don't resonate with it, that's okay. Like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, absolutely. I have the greatest gene I ever got was, that IDGF gene. I don't give a fuck. It was the greatest gene ever because reality of it is just like you said. I mean, you have to find what you want to do, what your purpose is. Don't be an asshole and try to, but the point is, I think when you find that confidence, people will believe in you and they'll follow you because you've lived through it and you're showing people you can do it. There is a way out. Like there is a way to find yourself. There is a way to be more than whatever you want to be. There is a way to do it, and it's inside you. And
absolutely.
Fucking block the noise.
You know what? And on this note, I won't say any, go into more detail, but I believe, God or whoever, what say you, whatever the fuck you believe in, atheists, yada, yada, yada. You're put on this earth. The next person's no better than you. You're here for an experience, and whatever the fuck that experience is, what you want it to be, you do it to the fullest because it's your life. For the next person to say something doesn't make them any better than you. You go fuck yourself.
It's an opinion.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
It's opinion, opinions like assholes. Everybody has one. I believe in God, so I don't care if people like it or not. I don't I believe in God, and I have to believe.
Well, bro,
we're particles of God.
I'll tell you what, bro. I've done DMT. I can tell you, this shit's real. This shit's real, brother. This shit's real.
I love it. I love it. They're going to use this in a Harvard case study one day. We're going to be on this podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Just call me into the courthouse. Like, I got you. Like, just shut up and listen. You know, as long as my girlfriend's not there, I'm good.
Yeah, well, she's gonna make you. She's gonna make you walk a little line. It's okay. Well,
That's all right. She's made me a better person, you know, so I can thank her for that.
They always do, man.
The good ones do, at least. Today, man, I can tell you how many fucking good ones there's not, especially in this area.
Well, you got a good one, so hold on and be good to her. So
I appreciate that. So, thank you.
Hey, man, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of where you're at. I'm proud of where you're going. And so everybody, Darren D-Day Whitney, check them out October 18th at Horseshoe Casino in Indiana. We'll be sending this out next week and promoting the fight. And go get him. Go get that Adam guy. We don't have to say anything about him. Just get him, brother, and do it for us.
Hell yeah.
So that's all, Salty's fan, baby. We'll catch you next time. You're listening to Salty's Fight Talk. This is Darren D-Day Whitney. Let's go.